What is up, rockers of the Rock Nation? This is your fellow rocker here, ex-Rockerman X, and I'm here right now, not with my predictions as it was last time, but with my review for WWE Money in the Bank 2015. And I do also, before I go any further, I do apologize for how I look, because I just woke up not too long ago, so we all know how that goes. And also, I also apologize if this review doesn't seem as detailed as what it usually is, because I usually write stuff down, but I was at a friend's house watching it with them, like we had a party basically, since it was like since it's like one of their birthdays. But hey, what can I say? I didn't write stuff down, but at least I have them up here for to remember, even though I'm doing this the next day. But yeah, anyway, as I keep going on though, let's start with the kick. Well, let's just go in order here. Start with the kickoff show. Bad news, I said it again. Bad news, Barrett. Bad news, Barrett, or King Barrett, or I don't know, whatever you want, or Wade Barrett, whatever you want to call him, versus R-Truth. Now, before I say anything here, I will say though that this match and pay-per-view was actually pretty decent. Pay-per-view was pretty decent within itself, but anyway, yeah, but this match was also a good wrestling match for what it was, being on the pre-show, stuff like that, and I don't know, I just feel like, and it was really nice to see R-Truth pick up the win overall over Barrett, but I feel like they're putting Barrett on a weird losing streak right now. Then again, I don't know really what to say to that, but overall I really have nothing to say about the pre-show or this match, really. Other than, again, it was good. It was a decent match, at least to me. But, again, the rating might not be so high. But, bad news, Barrett versus R-Truth. R-Truth picked up the win. I give this match a 1.5. Simple as that. Now let's move on to the main show, and let's have the first match of the night. And this one's, I'm probably I'm kind of pissed about, but I'm kind of not at the same time. But the Money in the Bank ladder match, we had Roman Reigns, Kane, Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Neville. And before I say, this match was, I don't even know what to say about this match. I mean, it was a clusterfuck, but it was a good clusterfuck. But at the same time, it was just, why have the... No, here. I can understand if this is WrestleMania or something, where you have to have the match first. But why have the goddamn Money in the Bank match first? Shouldn't your main event on a pay-per-view called Money in the Bank be the Money in the Bank ladder match? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me at all. It really doesn't. I don't even know anymore. It really just like, what the fuck? That's all I gotta say. But I will say, for this being a Money in the Bank ladder match, it obviously was not the best match of the night, but it was definitely a match. A decent match setup, stuff like that. Especially when we seen Randy Orton do the RKOs from top, well, not top of the ladder, but pulling people off the ladder, doing the RKOs. Neville doing the red arrow, Roman Reigns going over the top rope, stuff like that. But the part, I will say this, and apparently according to everyone I know, well, not everyone I know, but according to people that I was hanging with last night, and I missed D3 sadly, haha, but no, I'm kidding, but according to them, I fucked up the Money in the Bank match, because Cockfist didn't win, and Bray Wyatt, aka, I'm his lookalike apparently, fucked him over. But again, this match, I will say, was pretty... That's the main thing that stuck out to me. But overall, I will say this match was pretty good. I mean, we had some good high spots, even though nowhere they were off top of the ladder, stuff like that. But the thing that I'm really kind of irritated about this match was the fact... I mean, no offense to the guy, but Sheamus... Why have Sheamus win the Money in the Bank match? Why? I mean, also, too, why even have the Money in the Bank match first if the briefcase isn't going to come into play later on the night with the World Championship, you know? It's just like, I don't even know how to say this. It's just like, I mean, Sheamus, since he's been gone, they're trying to give him a push, but at the same time, wouldn't, and people will be pissed off at me all they want, but wouldn't it have legitimately made better sense at this point in time to give Roman Reigns the Money in the Bank briefcase? But why Sheamus? Sheamus, of all people. Again, it would make better sense to give it to Roman Reigns. I don't know. That's just me, but hey. But overall, Sheamus picked up the victory, and I give this match a 3. Now the next match tonight, we have the Divas Championship match. Nikki Bella versus Paige. And overall, I will say, for a Divas wrestling match, mainly because it's Paige and Nikki Bella, I will say this. But overall, I will say the match was a pretty good wrestling match. Not gonna lie. However, are the referees stupid as fuck? Because they did not realize one thing. Whenever the Bella Twins did Twin Magic, well, not only are Nikki's boobs bigger than Brie's, then again, Brie did stuff, but that's not what I'm saying here, though. Did they not fucking realize that Brie's hair was put up in a ponytail while Nikki's wasn't? What does that mean? I don't know. Are the referees fucking stupid? That's all I gotta say. But overall, as I said, this match was a decent match, not gonna lie, and most likely with Nikki Bella, we're gonna see her as champion for a while, up until she actually breaks AJ Lee's streak. I mean, obviously, she won't beat the Fabulous Moolahs, because we all know that's like 53 years or whatever. I don't know how long, or whoever had it for 53 years. I don't remember! But, yeah, but with Nikki, we're going to see her break AJ Lee's record. They're trying to take AJ Lee and CM Punk out of there completely, out of the books, where nobody cares about them. And, no offense, Nikki is sort of getting still as champion, but, again, it's the WWE, and it's the Bella Twins. One's married to Daniel Bryan, the other one's married to Super Cena. And don't get me wrong, I have respect for John Cena. But, because we all know Daniel Bryan and John Cena kind of have an in with the Breakfast Club in the back. I guess that's the way you want to put it. But also the fact, and since Nikki and Brie are married to, like, the two top people. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're going to have pull in the back, too. Just saying. But overall, I will say, Nikki Bella did win the match. She retained the Divas Championship, and I give the match a 1.5. Now we have the Intercontinental Championship match. The big guy, Ryback, versus the Big Show. Oh yeah, before I say anything too, I will say WWE 2 is pretty decent with swerves tonight, because only like, let's see, only 3 of my predictions out of 7 came true, so I guess the swerves are actually pretty good there. But enough with that though, we didn't have the Intercontinental Championship match, Ryback versus the Big Show. And before I say anything, I will say that this match, I mean, for two big guys, it was okay. Obviously, I just couldn't get interested in this match. I really don't know why. I really couldn't. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Big Show. Big Show's one of my favorite guys back in the day, and he's still one of my favorite guys that's around from that era. Ryback, on the other hand, again, he's a good athlete from the Now time. I mean, he was in the first season of Tough Enough. He was in NXT. Or no, was he in NXT? Well, he was Skip Sheffield, so I think he was in NXT. But my point taken, though, is just this match, I don't know. And then you had The Miz setting out there, which made sense. And overall, this match was decent. Just, I couldn't get really into it. Even though I was sitting there looking at the screen the whole time, just, I don't know. And then, but the ending of the match, we had, let me see here, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. We had, who was it? Miz getting involved, attacking Big Show, obviously led to Big Show winning by disqualification. So, Big Show did technically end up winning. I could expect, though, at either Battleground or SummerSlam, most likely Battleground, which is 4 weeks away, not 2 weeks away, as we have been getting pay-per-views lately. Kind of glad, to be honest. It's not 2 weeks, but 4 weeks, so it gives us a break from pay-per-view. More breaks. But overall, I could actually see, though, a triple threat match, Ryback, Big Show, and Miz, and a triple threat match at Battleground for the Intercontinental Championship. And if that happens, Miz is probably going to win it again. Maybe. God knows what's going to happen. But, yeah, this match, again, Intercontinental Championship match, I have nothing to say on it. But overall, Big Show won by disqualification. I'm going to give this match a 2. How about that? Now we have the champion versus championship rematch. The NXT champion versus the United States champion. John Cena versus Kevin Owens. And before I say anything, this was definitely one of the matches of the night, if not the match of the night. Why do I say this? Because this match just, I don't even know what to say. I mean, it was a damn good wrestling match through and through. Both competitors gave it their all the way through until the end. They pulled out all the stops, whatever you want to say. There's times we saw Kevin Owens about to get beat. There's times we saw Cena getting ready to get beat. And overall, though, I will say, again, like I said, this match is one of the matches of the night, if not the best match of the night, if not the match of the night. And what I find it weird, though, is the fact that we saw John Cena getting a clean victory over Kevin Owens. I would figure, yeah, so John Cena did win for the record. But overall, so now it's a 1-1 for their feud. Obviously, probably the feud of the summer right now. Probably. I'm saying probably, so don't quote me on that. And overall, though, I could see them doing like a match. I don't want to say Battleground, but it's most likely going to be Battleground. I could most likely see them have a match at SummerSlam where either the United States Championship or both championships are on the line. And if it happens at Battleground, it's most likely going to be both championships, probably for the most part. I don't know. It's just how I see it. But whichever next match they have, with whatever pay-per-view it's at, I want to assume that the United States Championship may or may not be on the line. I don't know. That's how I see it, but obviously this match was, again, probably the best match of the night. If not, one of the best match tonight, if not the best match of the night. But overall, John Cena did win, and John Cena did win, and Kevin Owens picked up the victory. I'm too tired to do this shit right now, but I'm doing it anyway. But overall, as I said, this match, I really have no opinions on it. Well, I do have opinions on it, but again, this match was just a really good match. That's really all I gotta say. Overall, though, as I was about ready to say, John Cena picked up the win, and I give this match a 5-star rating. There you go. Now, as for the Tag Team Championship match, New Day versus Primetime Players, really, really shocked how this match turned out. I was assuming the New Day is going to pick up the victory, but I guess since Kofi wasn't out there with them, kind of pissed though because the New Day called the Ohio State Buckeyes cheaters. Ha! We all know they're not cheaters. We all know they're not cheaters. Fuck that shit. I only say this because that's my home state, people, and I like the Ohio State Buckeyes. So yeah, and no one from Ohio ever wins. Literally, Dolph Ziggler didn't win. You know who didn't win? The Miz got an attack him. That's about it. That's really kind of funny. But yeah, this match, the Tag Team Championship match, was really boring, if you ask me. I mean, it was a good match, don't get me wrong. It just seemed really boring and dragged out. Honestly, but I'm not gonna lie, seeing Big E go through the ropes, getting basically taking himself out and attacking Darren Young, so that way Titus can do the Titus Slam, or I forget what it's actually called now. Pick up the victory. Kind of nice to see, I guess. At least one title switch hands tonight. But I will say that this match was, again, kind of boring, but again, it was a decent match, I guess. That's really all I gotta say. But the Primetime Players picked the win, and this match gets 2. So the new Tag Team Champions, Primetime Players. I don't know. As for the World Heavyweight the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in a ladder match. And again, before I say anything, is it me, or has WWE been doing something where, since Elimination Chamber, they had 2 chamber matches, now 2 ladder matches? Are they keen to do this constantly, where they have 2 of the same matches at every pay-per-view now? That's gimmicky. That's just what I was about to say. But overall, though, this match, I loved it. I don't care what people say. Especially there's people that I know for a fact that was there last night up in Columbus, that I know personally that was up there. They started saying that this match was fucking boring as hell. And no offense, this match wasn't really that boring. This match was actually a damn good match. I mean, it was slow, but it was a good kind of slow, because it was basically an all-out brawl between people. A brawl inside the ladder match. Sadly, we didn't see any tables get pulled out. I mean, somehow the Spanish announce table still stayed intact when Dean did the dirty deeds to fucking Rollins. Rollins got his head bashed off one of the monitors. You all know Dean Ambrose's back at that moment was probably hurting like a mofo, like a motherfucker. But, yeah. And again, this match was just a slow brawl, and this is what really made the match the match. And this is probably one of the... And this is the other one of the matches of the night I was talking about. I mean, we had Rollins literally getting broken in half through a ladder. Dean Ambrose getting buried in ladders and chairs. Even though I think Rollins tried to lift up the LED apron, which was really fucking stupid. I swear he tried to do that last night. I mean, we had them go into the crowd again with the announce table. We had freaking just a good like freaking. I mean, just the way too the impacts were whenever but Ambrose did a clothesline or whatever. Just the impact from them and just everything in this match made it a damn good match. I am not going to lie there, because I completely enjoyed this match all the way through until the end. It was a damn good match. It was just like, oh, I don't even know what to say. Even though, not going to lie, whenever Rollins does the goddamn pedigree, I get pissed off a little bit, because it just looks horrible whenever he does it. Horrible whenever Seth Rollins does the pedigree. But oh, it's PG, we can't have him do the curb stomp, blah blah blah. But anyway, I did that rant a while back, sort of. But yeah. Trying to think what else I was going to say. And I also will say this too. I feel like, I mean, either way, what would have happened? Because when, at the end of the match, where both guys were on top of the ladder, both guys grabbed the title and dragged it down, they both fell to the mat. If you really think about it, I feel like the title should have been, obviously at Battleground or SummerSlam. I'm calling it at Battleground because SummerSlam, Seth Rollins versus Brock. So Dean Ambrose may or may not win at Battleground, because we don't know what's going to happen. Because we all know the Battleground match is going to happen. But ultimately, even there, it's probably going to be Rollins, because Rollins versus Brock. Brock never got his rematch, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, enough on that. I was going to say, oh yeah. Oh shit. Like, when both guys was up on top of the ladder, grabbed the title, and both guys grabbed the title and brought it down, really, the match shouldn't have had one winner over the other. Because it really should have been a draw of some sort or something. Because when they both came down, they both hit their back on the mat at the same time. And they both had the title in their hands. So, really, if you think about it, Seth it should have been a draw. That's how I see it. Or, actually, if you look close enough from what I noticed, too, when they both are falling, Seth's hand sort of... I'm going football terms here, and it's wrestling, so I shouldn't. But Seth's hand kind of let go of it a little bit whenever they hit the mat. So if you really think about it, I think Dean should be champion right now too. But obviously that's not the case at the moment. I'm just saying, if you look at the footage, that's, to me, it's how it looks like. Because when they both were falling, and like right as soon as they hit their back, supposedly both of them had it, and one of them let it go, whatever. and but it really should have been a draw. Or if you look close enough, as I said, Rollins' hand kind of comes off the title, the championship belt. So Dean Ambrose, in my opinion, should be champion there, since Ambrose was still holding it when their backs hit the mat. But again, obviously that's not the case. So yeah. But Seth Rollins picked up the victory. He retained the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and I give the match a 5-star rating again. And I think that does it for my review. So yeah, everything you need to know is down in the description. Missed me talking about a match, also down in the description. And also, what did I want to say? Oh, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe if you want to. And until next time, rockers, and anyone else that might watch this, live free and rock.